ZMC Hotels is a private company. It's a family business. It was started by my father and his brother about 35 years ago. About 5 years ago, my cousin and myself purchased the company from my dad and uncle. The company has 34 hotels. Most of them are limited service hotels, that is hotels without extensive food and beverage operations. We have a number of choice hotels which are Comfort Inn, Sleep Inn. We have some Holiday Inn Express and several Best Western hotels. We first became aware of ContactPoint through an unrelated business that I happened to be personal friends with the owner of. He had found ContactPoint and was reporting extraordinary results. We at ZMC Hotels are always looking for ways to deliver a higher quality guest experience with better service, and the training programs that we had used over the years could only take us so far. What appealed to us about ContactPoint is that they truly are using the internet as a tool to help communicate better and differently. Most of our training programs up until now have been with companies that would monitor calls or script calls. In other words, they would call in and pretend to try to book a room, and then they would come back and maybe write a report and send it out over the internet. What ContactPoint does with their recording of calls is allows us to go into the internet, allows the desk clerk associate to listen to themselves at their convenience. It allows us to get real live feedback, and most importantly, it allows other people in the company, from myself to the chief operating officer to the property supervisors and general managers and the employee or the desk clerk associate, to listen to themselves, see how they're being graded, have improvements posted on that internet site, and it's available 24 hours a day.
Stay Smart at award-winning Holiday Inn Express and Gold Style. This is Laura speaking. How may I direct your call?
Yes, I want to get a price quote, please.
I can help you with that. Can I ask who I'm speaking with?
Katrina.
You know, other programs that I've seen have basically wasted our time with test calls that have no coaching behind them, and at the end they say, you know, this has been a test call, and the desk clerks have the attitude that it was a waste of their time because they take reservations all day long, and they do not need to do one for practice. You know, they record actual calls that are coming in and give us feedback, give the managers feedback, give the employees feedback on how the call went and what needs improving, and they score them to let them know how good they do.
And then I always go, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. But again, I think about it when I answer the next call, and when I answer the next call, I make sure to get the points that I missed the first time.
Turning a potential guest into a guest is not something that is easy. Most guests that call a hotel aren't familiar with the hotel and aren't familiar with what the hotel has to offer. With ContactPoint's training, we teach our desk associates to ask questions to draw out from the potential guest what their real needs are. Then, instead of just going through a grocery list of sales attributes that this hotel might have, they hone in and only try to sell or produce the attributes that are going to be most effective and most powerful for that individual guest.
Thank you for calling the Comfort Inn Scottsdale. This is Wendy.
Most people realize that you can hear yourself smile over the phone, and ContactPoint does a very good job of teaching our desk associates that the way that they talk, the tone of their voice, the words that they use have a lot to do with whether the potential guest becomes an actual guest.
Have a good day. Take care.
You know, you can hear how poorly your employees are doing when it comes to capturing the sale. You know, it's kind of hard to hear it at the start because you realize, you know, how much money you're losing on all the calls. But that does improve with time.
They give you like the points of interest. What brings you to the area? You make sure you ask how many people are going to be in the party. That way when you make the reservation, you know how to form the hotel around the guest.
And if we have a majority of people, or at least a good chunk of people say, that's not the most important thing, we're just going to take it off of this list right now.
One of the pleasant surprises of dealing with ContactPoint has been the integrity and skill of the ContactPoint staff. Jeremiah Wilson and the professionals that he works with have been outstanding to work with. They have done a great job of listening to our needs and helping us by guiding us through what they can offer, and through their experience they know has worked or sometimes hasn't worked at other properties. Jeremiah is a tireless worker, and his leadership at ContactPoint has made dealing with them a real pleasure.